What does it mean to win? The act of celebrating a completed milestone, the neurochemical pleasure derived from a sense of accomplishment, or the end of the road, the void, the abyss, nothing. Every game has an ending of some sorts. It may not be defined by clear lines, but there is a beginning stage where you are experiencing something new and exciting, a learning and development stage, and the end. A saga where our hero overcomes his obstacle, grows, and completes that which was once impossible. At its core, this is a story we are all so familiar with. Discovery, growth, mastery. It gives us hope in a world that can feel so hopeless. It prevents us from looking back and keeps our eyes forward. It tells us that there is something better down the road. But not all stories have a happy ending, and the majority of us may never hit that noble end to our saga, the completion of life to our satisfaction. Life is made up of many beginnings and many endings, and you're always going to be looking for the next. This flow state is what makes life so important. Rimworld is a game that I hold very dear to my heart. The game is built upon the foundations that life is not a simple linear path. It is a deep, knotted, twisting progression through many beginnings and endings. The game is a top-down strategy where you control a set of shipwrecked survivors, our Genesis. The ending is relatively simple. Build a spaceship and get off the planet. But life is not that simple. During this task, you will have a storyteller that randomly generates many different threats, from ecological disasters to hordes of hostile indigenous tribes. You are the trespassers, and this is not a friendly domain. The game takes you upon thousands of different parallels. Like a spider spinning its web, your story is layers of imperfect circles coming to fruition, being built upon each other. Yet like real life, no matter how well you are doing, threat is always constant and varying in shape and form. Each triumph is a small victory, an echo in the void. The game always keeps you engaged in the present. Peace periods are short and you are always in that cyclical circle, and that is exactly why Rimworld is so beautifully made. We as humans idealize the past and future. You will never be able to go back to what once was, and even those triumphs you feel after a long, desperate battle pale in comparison to the one thing that truly matters: the present. The unfortunate truth to our world is that you will grow old and eventually disappear. Yet your life has meaning in the present. The choices you make this second cause a ripple that affects us as a collective humanity. Rimworld does not shy away from this truth and shows us what makes us human. The present, driven by growth and discovery, is what illuminates the end. A space in between that conveys hope and taunts despair. Rimworld constantly keeps you in this space. Many players have over 1,000 hours and have never beaten the game. This is not because the game is too difficult, I assure you. It is due to the intentional game design which keeps you in a flow state between the two parallels of life, the beginning and the ending.